For me, what qualifies as a pie is something that has a filling and crust made out of dough. But there is one exception, the shepherd's pie. You know, that ground meat filling with mashed potato topping. Delicious. I'm gonna let that one slide into my DMs. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a Filipino twist on that classic comfort dish. My inspiration for this twist is a picadillo. It's a Filipino comfort dish made out of ground meat, and it's stewed into this delicious sauce with a bunch of veggies. You might have heard this in other countries as picadillo. It's kind of the same thing. Instead of ground beef, I'm going in with some ground turkey, but use whatever meat you'd like. I recommend using a cast iron skillet for this. You could start cooking in here, transfer it to the oven, all in one kind of dish. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Start off by sauteing some onions and garlic. Lots and lots of garlic. Let that cook down a bit until it's a little bit translucent. All right, it's looking good, smelling good. This recipe is super flexible, so use your favorite vegetables. My mom loved to add carrots, so I'm gonna do it too. For a little bit of heat, some jalapeno. I think my mom liked adding a lot of chili peppers to her food so that my Thai dad would be happy as well. I'm just getting the carrots started here, just getting them a little bit tender before I add the meat. I made this recently and I was telling my Peruvian partner that I was gonna make a Filipino dish called picadillo. And I was calling it picadillo because I've been used to hearing his Spanish all around the house. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, Filipino picadillo is called picadillo. But when I called my mom and told her I made it, she's like, what is that? Picadillo? No, Jen, picadillo. Totally forgot. See? Languages, it's a funny, beautiful thing, but at the end of the day, we get something delicious that we all can enjoy. The carrots are just a little bit soft now. Oh, another popular addition, potatoes. You could chop those up, put them in here, but since there's potatoes on the top, I just skip them. Now for the ground turkey, chop it around in there, get it all mixed. That cooks super quickly once you have your little crumbles like this. Season it up with some soy sauce and fish sauce. This already looks good to me. It smells good, it tastes good. At this point, you can just throw this on some rice. That's how I eat during the week. Over here, I have some whole canned tomatoes. You can just use diced up tomatoes, it's up to you, but I like to go in and squish them up with my hand. This recipe is so easy. I gotta give myself at least something to do to feel proud, you know? I've really set my expectations low for myself this year. Dump this straight into the pan. Mix everything up really well. I'm gonna let this sit here for about a minute just so that the sauce can reduce just a little bit. Last two bits for the filling, some frozen green peas and raisins. I have the heat off now. This will continue cooking in the pan and in the oven. Love green peas here. Adds that nice pop of color. In dishes like this where there's a lot of savoriness happen, I like to add a little sweetness with some raisins. I've got some dark raisins here. They're a little bit dried and shriveled up, but after sitting in this, they'll soak all the juices in, plump up, and be good to go. Next up, for the topping, instead of traditional mashed potato, I'm going in with some sweet potatoes, the orange and purple varieties. Cook them up however you'd like. I just peel these and steam them, my favorite way to cook sweet potatoes, so that they transform from this hard state to the soft tenderness in these bowls. In each bowl, add a little bit of butter and salt and pepper. Mash everything together until they're completely smooth. You could do this in a food processor, but if they're still super hot, just go in with a fork. God, I love this color. I did the mash. Now you could top this pie however you'd like. Sometimes I'm just lazy and just do big dollops, bake it off. But today I think I'm gonna try and form some little petals by alternating the colors. I'm gonna start off with a spoonful of the purple, dollop it on, and a little swoosh. Then alternate with the orange and a swoosh to the center. Last little petal here. All right, what do you think of my design? I like how this looks, leaving the center bare so you can see that beautiful filling. Now this just goes into the oven at 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes. And there you have it, picadillo pie. It looks so beautiful. It smells amazing. Oh, look at that steam. I really hope you guys give this a try. I'll see you next time. Oh my gosh.